In the new Discovery Plus original true crime series Relentless, documentary filmmaker Christina Fontana tries to help a Missouri family desperately searching for their missing daughter. Christina quickly goes down a rabbit hole of drugs, corruption, organized crime, and possibly murder, realizing she can't trust anyone, including the missing girl's own family. Start your free trial to follow Christina as she spends over a decade of her life searching for the truth. Relentless, now streaming on Discovery Plus, the streaming home of true crime and so much more for just $4.99.
Those who want a Confederate statue removed face a legal fight from a Maryland county. I'm Nick Einelli.
The interior perimeter fence surrounding the U.S. Capitol may be taken down soon. I'm Christopher Cruz.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Dell Small Business.
I'm Stacey Lynn in Washington. We begin with the latest from Surfside, Florida. It's been over a week since the deadly condo collapse, and more bodies have been recovered from the rubble. Here's CBS News correspondent Lena Zak.
Search and rescue crews have recovered 2 more bodies from the collapsed condominium tower in South Florida. That brings the number of confirmed deaths to 24. As rescue and recovery efforts continue, a major storm moving through the Caribbean is threatening to bring that work to a halt. The center of Elsa is not expected to pass over Surfside, but the area could see wind and rain from it as early as Monday. 10 days after the collapse, more than 120 people are still unaccounted for. Officials announced Saturday morning that they plan to tear the rest of the building down.
More on Tropical Storm Elsa from CBS meteorologist Jeff Birardelli.
It will eventually interact with Cuba. That should weaken it some, becoming a tropical storm. But Monday, rain and wind already spreading into South Florida, including the Miami Beach area.
In Massachusetts, a 9-hour-long standoff between police and a group of heavily armed men ended in 11 arrests. Officers were doing a traffic stop and noticed the men on the side of I-95 wearing military-style gear, holding long guns and pistols.
You can imagine 11 armed individuals standing with long guns slung on an interstate highway at 2 in the morning. Certainly raises concerns and is not consistent with the firearms laws that we have here in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts State Police Colonel Christopher Mason tells us they refused to comply with police orders and eventually surrendered. They told police they came from a group that does not recognize our laws. Big crowds at the Sarasota Fairgrounds, where former President Trump is holding a Save America rally this evening. CBS's Nicole Skenga with details.
It's in Sarasota County, which is a red county and one of the few toss-up states that the former president did win in 2020. It's also his first rally since his namesake real estate empire, the Trump Organization, and longtime confidant and chief financial officer Alan Weisselberg pled not guilty to a series of felony counts in an alleged tax fraud scheme.
He's expected to speak at 8. It's the 50th anniversary of Jim Morrison's death, and fans gathered at his grave in Paris.
It's very emotional to be here to remember Jim Morrison, to show him in a way, maybe somewhere there, maybe he's floating around, to show him that he's not forgotten and that we acknowledge his talent.
Colleen is a student. She drove 7 hours to be there. This is CBS News.
Upgrade your business during Dell Technologies Black Friday and July event. Get savings up to 50% off and take your office with you with Windows 10 Pro. Call 877-ASK-DELL.
It's 6:03 on this Saturday, July 3rd, 2021. 75 degrees. We're heading down to the 50s and 60s tonight. Good evening, I'm Sarah Jacobs, and here are the top local stories we're following this hour. A Baltimore judge has ordered that Maryland must continue paying federal unemployment benefits of $300 a week. The payments had been scheduled to stop at midnight.
The judge has issued a temporary restraining order against Governor Larry Hogan's plan to cut off expanded jobless benefits 2 months ahead of the date set by Congress. The Baltimore judge's action will allow benefits to flow past the midnight deadline. Governor Hogan said the benefits cutoff was needed to get the state's economy running again. The judge ruled there is a significant public interest in continuing those benefits. The expanded unemployment benefits are funded under the federal stimulus spending program. Dick Iuliano, WTOP News.
Governor Hogan's communications director tells WTOP the state is appealing today's ruling. The district has hundreds of millions of dollars in pandemic rent and utilities relief available for residents. But we've learned just a fraction of the funding has gone out so far.
Of the $350 million available through the Stay DC program that launched in April, Deputy Mayor John Falcicchio told the City Council that around $35 million of that funding has been approved. That's around just 10% of total funding. During a conference call, Falcicchio says they're bringing on 50 new case managers to help improve access. The city's received around 26,000 applications, but has so far approved around a fifth of those. But Falcicchio says the higher number could reflect tenants and landlords filing for the same housing unit. The city is also on the clock, required to use 60% of those federal funds by the end of September, or else what's left could be returned. Ken Duffy, WTOP News.
In Talbot County, officials are in court fighting a lawsuit that seeks to remove a Confederate statue outside the county courthouse in Easton.
Talbot County attorneys are asking a judge to dismiss the lawsuit, arguing that the plaintiffs haven't done enough to prove that the Confederate statue's presence is discriminatory. It's been a debate there for years, and the Talbot County branch of the NAACP says it is time for the statue to go. The group's president, Richard Potter, speaking with the online newspaper, the Chestertown Spy.
We're in the 21st century, and is that the message that we want to display when we are living in a global, diverse society now?
And plaintiffs are urging the county to, quote, finally reject the last Confederate monument on public land in Maryland. Nick Einelli, WTOP News.
Police in Loudoun County are investigating the stabbing death of a woman in a home in the Round Hill area this morning. Authorities have confirmed to WTOP that a person of interest is being questioned in connection with the stabbing, which happened about 10 a.m. at a home on Stoneley Drive. A baby and an older adult were taken to the hospital as a precaution. Both had minor injuries. It's not known whether those injuries were related. This is a developing story, and we will keep you updated as we get new details. After a crime spike that included shootings and carjackings, this community is saying no more. On Saturday, they were shooting hoops to prevent gun violence.
District Heights residents and surrounding communities here to reclaim the streets. Major Katina Gomez with Prince George's County Police.
It feels so good to just come out here and see everyone fellowshipping together.
And County State's Attorney Aisha Bravewood.
We also have career opportunities here because we really want to match these young people in this community with real job and real career opportunities so that they can have more choices in life.
And a 6-year-old author named Dakari with this message.
You can take your life serious now when you're 5 or 6 or 7 or 8.
Liz Anderson, WTOP News.
Coming up after traffic and weather.
In the district, there's a new online parking permit system in place. I'm Melissa Howell.
It's 6:07.
Did you pick a slot machine at random, or did you already know the one you wanted? Did you tap the button or pull the lever? Did you close your eyes or look at the wheel spinning? Did you have on your good luck socks? How much did you win? These are the questions your friends will be asking if you hit a jackpot at MGM National Harbor. Do you have your answers ready? Hundreds of jackpots are hit each day. Monumental happens here at MGM National Harbor. Must be 21 or older. Please play responsibly. For help, visit mdgamblinghelp.org or 1-800-GAMBLER.
Are you thinking about refinancing your home, but worried that closing costs could cancel out any money you would save? It could happen. In fact, average closing costs for a $300,000.
In the new Discovery Plus original true crime series Relentless, follow filmmaker Christina Fontana as she helps a family searching for their missing daughter, going down a rabbit hole of drugs, corruption, organized crime, and possibly murder. Relentless, now streaming on Discovery Plus. Start your free trial.
Hey guys, this is Gabby Douglas. If you have an active lifestyle like me, hydration is key. That's why I love the Hydration Watermelon Smoothie from Smoothie King. Blended with whole fruits, coconut water, and more electrolytes than some of the leading sports drinks. Hydration Watermelon is the cleaner way to hydrate, with no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. So you can recover and perform at your peak ability during the summer heat. Order online or through the app for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.